Alright, so let's take a look at each figure individually. I'll try to go through this as fast as I can so I can get it into one video while still kind of touching upon everything that I can touch upon. We'll go ahead and start with the Green Ranger. These are tiny, so I can bring my camera down just a bit. That should do. I'll only look at the Dino Flyer thing once, because they're all the same exact friggin' thing. So, they have pegs in their feet, and they just sit on the Dino Flyer like this. Or you can take these pegs off, and if you says weapon aside, they can hold the pieces of the Dino Flyer, if I can get them in his hands, like so. Just like that, and then his feet can peg into the Dino Flyer again. And then he's got, like, claw weapons or something. It's pretty stupid as a whole. But, I found that, I think Nega Ranger on Ranger Board pointed it out. But, like, if you just take a look at these, they make fairly decent stands. I mean, it's a pterodactyl stand, so it fits with the dinosaur theme. So I just knocked Goldar over. But I think that they make alright stands. I probably won't use them as stands just because I don't really need them. But, it's a good way to look at it, I suppose. So anyway, I'm just going to take these apart and set them aside. They do light up. Press the button, they light up red. They all light up red. So, nothing really amazing. So, let's get into the figure. These figures are stunning. And by stunning, I mean they're kind of like wacko proportion, and they look like they're out of a cartoon. But they're really nice figures. Articulation-wise, you have full shoulder articulation, elbow. There's a twist right there at the cuff. Head is kind of on a ball joint, but it's very limited by the neck, so you can't really get too far into it. Full knee and thigh articulation, and then it twists at the cuff of the boot. The details are really nice. They're not too steroidy. Steroidy. Why did I say steroid? I don't know. They're not too steroidy. The chicks have really big boobs. And the guys have kind of a six-pack going on, but it's not like heavy like they used to be. But it's not pretty clean like the Super Legends are. So it's kind of a mix of the two. They are about 4 inches in scale. Here is Green Ranger next to the Green Ranger from the pack. So they actually are roughly the same size. I thought they're a tiny bit shorter. Just a little. Probably not by too much, if any. And here they are compared to figure art, which are about 5-6 inches. But overall, the figures themselves are really nice. As far as the Green Ranger is concerned, his shield is hard. It stays in there. You can't take it off. Nice morpher detailing, and overall, just really fantastic figure. His weapon is the Dragon Dagger right here. Nothing too wild or crazy. Go ahead and have him hold it. Alright, for the Red Ranger, he comes with a Blade Blaster that just pegs into his side here. There's no holster. And he holds onto it okay. He doesn't hold onto it as well as I would have liked. And here's the Power Sword. Again, really nice overall build. The other pack has a fairly, better human proportion build, but these are still really nice builds and really nice figures. So here's a look at Billy. Blue Ranger, his power lance does not come apart. See, I can tug on it. It does not come apart. But here's a look at the Blue Ranger. They are painted on the back, which is like a first for Bandai. So props to them, and their morpher is fully colored. Zach, who I had trouble finding, I had to go to a different Walmart. Here's his Power Axe. Blade Blaster on the side. Really nice. Okay, here's the Yellow Ranger. Here's a basic look at the female sculpt. Like I said, pretty big boobs. Which is weird because Trini didn't have those. Seeing as how the stunt actor was a dude. But, pretty nice detail overall. They're actually a fairly decent sculpt. They're a little bit out of proportion, obviously, but, they're still pretty nice. These do look a lot like a MMPR comic. Oh, God. Well, whatever. And here's Kimberly. She has a skirt. Yellow Ranger doesn't, so they actually did it right this time around. Blade Blaster's a little bit big on the female sculpt, but overall really nice. Here's a look at Alpha. This is actually one of my favorite figures. It's an improvement over the past Alpha that we had. It doesn't have elbow articulation, it just has basic arm articulation. But the poses you can pull off, it doesn't have knee articulation either, by the way. Just kind of rotating leg articulation. But the poses you can get with the way his hands are, like you can have him putting his hands on his head, and his hands on his side. Alpha had his arms like this a lot in the show, because he was a robot. So I don't really mind it all that much. The sculpt's really good. His head does move on a ball joint. So it has pretty much a lot of articulation there, and I really, really like this Alpha. Here's a look at Zordon. I don't have anything to say about this. He comes apart. The instructions actually tell you to fill this with water and then put Zordon in. And then that's supposed to actually make him look like Zordon, but it doesn't. I'm going to keep mine as it is. I'm probably going to put a piece of blue, like, camera film or something, and put that in there to try to finish off the effect. But it doesn't even really look like Zordon. It kind of looks like Zordon from the MMPR movie, but that's about as far as you can get. Here's the Putty. This is another one of my favorites in line, just because we didn't get a Putty of this, like, design. We got the Super Z Putty. So I really like these. The hands are really big, so it's more like a golem from Zoo Ranger. But still really nice mold overall. Same articulation as the Rangers. Here is Goldar. He's probably the worst out of the bunch. He's got a lot of details, but his articulation stops at the shoulder armor right here, so he just kind of goes like that. He has absolutely no knee articulation, and his legs can barely move. He can just kind of like go like this. That's about all. But on the plus side, his wings do come off, so he is accurate to both Season 1 and Season 2 and 3. So I suppose that's a plus, but as it is, he's probably the worst of the bunch. There's just so many things that they could have did better that they didn't do. So that is my humble opinion. But anyway, that is the group, and I'm pretty much out of time. So I highly recommend every single one of these. I know a lot of people were complaining about the size because they're 4 inches, not 5 inches. But you get real. It's something new. It's something fresh. Deal with it. Oh, really quick. These are the weapons that came with the Putty. I completely forgot. This is the Blade Blaster with the Thunder Slinger. Mine came packaged backwards, but this just pops right out and you can flip it around. And here is the Power Cannon or Power Blaster or whatever it was called, I forgot. But really nice. I'm glad they packaged one that actually holds together, because that was a pain back in '93. But anyway, highly recommend all of these, and if you see them, pick them up. They are great. So until next time, thanks. Please enjoy, rate, comment, subscribe, all that, and pass it around. Alright, talk to you later.